This is Good Day Weekend.
Good morning. It's Saturday, August 16th. I'm Jessica Formoso in the Fox 5 newsroom. Thank you for joining us live on the Fox local app. We begin with breaking news. One man is dead after a police-involved shooting on Staten Island. It happened last night just after 8 outside Andrew's Diner on Highland Boulevard. Police say a man with a gun was seen by an off-duty police officer who then called another officer over. Police say the man pointed the gun at the cops after he refused to drop it. They fired. The man was shot and later died at the hospital. Police say the weapon turned out to be a fake, but appeared to be real. Hours after the historic high-stakes summit between President Trump and Russia's President Vladimir Putin, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he will meet with President Trump in Washington on Monday. Friday's meeting ended without an agreement to stop the war between Russia and Ukraine. And here's a look at your weather. Today, warm and humid. Tonight, we will see a few clouds down to 73. And tomorrow, the hottest day of the weekend, 90 degrees. Believe it or not, the first day of school is just around the corner. And thanks to a new state law, when students return, they will have to put away their cell phones. Fox 5's Jody Goldberg has the details on how students and parents can find out exactly what their districts are doing to comply with this.
Governor Hochul launching a new website, letting parents and students check their district's plan for the state's new K-12 bell-to-bell cell phone ban starting this school year.
We did a lot of research, a lot of work, a lot of preparation, and I feel that we're ready.
The site lists the rules for more than 1,000 schools statewide. Come September, cell phones will be silenced and in lockers at the start of each school day.
I think that any time that you can increase time on task, make sure that instructional time is not being interrupted by devices, you're supporting student learning.
And if a student has to make a call in the South Huntington School District, they could pick up the phone at a dedicated station. The district has added several phone lines in addition to other changes.
Now we're allowing parents' emails to be whitelisted, which allows one parent email for a student to be able to be in contact with them if there's an emergency. If they have to change plans being picked up, they'll have some form of communication utilizing their Chromebook.
Dr. Jennifer DeMeo says the ban is a positive for Valley Stream.
I know that our teachers want kids focused. They want kids engaged in lessons. They don't want to be battling the cell phone fight.
But Levittown Superintendent Todd Winch says it goes too far.
Elementary, middle school bell-to-bell ban is great. I think for high school students, you know, they're going to be transitioning into a modern world where cell phones are used every day by everyone. And I think we have a duty to educate students on appropriate uses of cell phones.
Prior to the ban, Levittown allowed teachers to establish their own rules for phones in the classroom. Winch says the new policy sends the district back decades to a time when schedules were printed.
We have QR codes on our walls for students to make guidance appointments, also to find out scholarship information. Now all of that has to go away and goes to the district website.
As for parents and students,
I'm a retired school teacher and I believe strongly in banning them in classrooms.
Say this is your last moment. Say you're not able to text your parents in your last moment. That's horrible.
Only time will tell if the ban is beneficial for learning. On Long Island, Jody Goldberg, Fox 5 News.
Service changes are slated to start on multiple subway lines for the next 2 weekends. Now through 5 a.m. Monday, there will be no 4 and 6 train service south of Grand Central 42nd Street and no 5 train service south of 180th Street because of track replacement. Check the MTA's website for the latest info. A new social media challenge has made its way to Staten Island. It's called the Kool-Aid Man Challenge, and it involves teens mimicking the iconic character and breaking through fences and walls. Fox 5's Duarte Geraldino spoke with some concerned homeowners.
This surveillance video is from a home in Staten Island's Prince Bay neighborhood. See those two teens in the upper right-hand corner? Police say they're setting up their phones to record themselves. Moments later, they run straight into the fence, stop to catch their breath, and then do it again. Police say they were taking part in something called the Kool-Aid Man Challenge. It's inspired by those old commercials where the drink's mascot smashes through a wall shouting, "Oh yeah." But that was fake. This is real, and it's part of a destructive social media trend that's been hitting homes across Staten Island.
The kids are in danger, and also they're ruining property.
you know, because you don't know what's on the other side of the fence. And this lady had, like, I think it was a lady, so I think she had, like, personal stuff and then, like, garbage cans also. Like, they got garbage cans are not cheap.
Did you see them? Like, they tried to go in the first time and they didn't make it, and then they did it again?
Yes, I saw that video. Yes. I think she went to push the fence, and I think she hurt herself because it was a girl. It was a girl. Yeah. She might be like 15, 14.
Okay, and then you saw him do it again?
And then she did it again, and then she just went flying inside the house.
Repairing one of these vinyl fences can cost anywhere between $300 and $800, but in some situations, it can exceed $1,500. And at that point, it's a whole new level of felony, which can land you far more time behind bars. Unlike that commercial, smashing through a wall causes real damage. In New York, damage more than $250 can mean up to 4 years in prison. More than $1,500 can mean up to 7. In the Prince Bay section of Staten Island, Duarte Geraldino, Fox 5 News.
Americans are drinking less and less alcohol. A new study finds alcohol consumption is at its lowest rate in nearly 90 years. The data comes from the research and polling company Gallup. It says a majority of Americans now believe drinking alcohol is bad for your health. Just 54% of American adults said they don't drink the lowest since 1930s. The decline in drinking has been more pronounced among women and young adults, who also cited the financial cost as a reason not to drink. As Peter Allen once famously sang, everything old is new again. And as Fox 5 Kendall Green shows us, older music is gaining a new audience thanks to social media.
Nowadays, chances are your new favorite song may not actually be new. Like Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, that's more than 50 years old.
It's a pop record, it's a rock record, it has very broad appeal in that sense. But the themes that they're talking about on that record are universal, and they carry over to now.
Yet decades later, the song shot up to number 21 on the Billboard Hot 100, and that's because TikTok gave it its second or third win.
We saw this happening sort of when TikTok first got its rise during the pandemic.
Stephen Horowitz, Variety's senior music writer, says it's due to the song's timeless element. And that's not lost on record labels, dipping into their archives, reviving old music for a new online audience.
Now we're seeing a shift where record companies and management companies are starting to capitalize on those moments. We've seen that recently with songs like LL Cool J's Rock the Bells. It just got a music video.
Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth, a hit in 1983, climbed to number 1 overseas in countries like Australia, Belgium, and Ireland. Sirius XM's VP of Music Programming, Dion Deasy, keeps the hits in rotation on the Heat every weekend.
We play the hottest in R&B and hip-hop every weekend on the Heat.
He tells Fox 5 as a host and DJ, when it comes to music, he keeps his eyes on the windshield and the rearview mirror.
Certain trends always come back. Certain sounds, certain sonics. It feels so empty without me.
Songs like Eminem's Without Me is highly relatable to Gen Z because of its humor, making its comeback that much easier.
The youth generation controls the culture.
But that trend, dipping back and reviving gems, isn't necessarily new.
Kids in the, call it 80s and 90s, would dig back to, cultures before them through sampling. You would hear newer songs, newer hip hop songs contain older samples.
The new sampling is done through TikTok. So for artists trying to craft that new hit song that could come back 10 or 20 years from now, it's got to have that timeless element.
Music that's truthful and well-crafted and has immediacy.
Kendall Green, Fox 5 News.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with an update on a new COVID variant that's circulating. But first, here's the 7-day forecast for the week ahead.